I was saying if you close your eyes and listen to the dialogue, you will still get the story.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
You will still get it. There's a lot of stuff going on in the dialogue, that you have to create the imagery that they're talking about. You got to, because it's very, one of the actors in the play said it was very cerebral, very cerebral. You have to pay attention to every line to get what's going on.
Your play, Three-Way Love, was one of the, I don't want to say the few, because it's been hit or miss. It works on Zoom, but I could see it on a stage immediately.
Yes.
There's
Yeah.
some plays we've seen that like they were built for Zoom, they feel Zoom, they need to stay digital, which is great. We're actually hoping digital theater survives all this in a way.
Yeah.
But in another way,
definitely.
there's some shows that like felt like they didn't work on Zoom. They need to be on a stage. They just desperately needed that stage. Where Three-Way Love worked both, I would say, worked really well as both. We could imagine on a stage. It worked really well on Zoom.
But I was saying if you close your eyes and listen to the dialogue, you will still get the story. You will still get it. There's a lot of stuff going on in the dialogue, that you have to create the imagery that they're talking about. You got to, because it's very, one of the actors in the play said it was very cerebral, very cerebral. You have to pay attention to every line to get what's going on. Because the main character, of course, talks all this flowery Shakespearean language, but within all of that, the story itself, is in the dialogue, not necessarily the scenes, of the coffee shop or bedroom. It's what the characters are actually saying that creates the picture.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember telling them that there just was almost a primal urgency, as if everything was written yesterday instead of like everything was written down before. I started calling those things things with power, because I was trying to figure out what, as we try, you always try to have to figure out what makes something work and what makes something not work. Especially as reviewers, you have to be the expert on why something works and doesn't work. And I've only just said that on Zoom the plays with power, and like by power I mean it would have worked in a amphitheater in Greece 1,000 years ago. It would have worked on the Fisherman's Wharf. It would have worked on the Cafe Chino stage. It would have worked in like Negro Ensemble Company. It would have worked just anywhere, regardless of where it was. I feel like y'all could do this on the back of a truck, and I feel like somebody
would want to see
understand
this.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Wow.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Wow. That's a compliment. Definitely.
It's what I'm just calling the power. Is that thing that jumps out the screen. It jumps out of you.
Because as we said, that fifth wall, when you're trying to break through, not only an actor breaking through to their scene partner who's not in the room with them, but then to your audience, you guys had that Three-Way Love, like it hit us, and that's hard. You know what I mean? That's so hard to do on Zoom, and it's nobody's fault. No one asked for this. But figuring out those moments, those things that ring true, we kind of coined the word power because that's the only way we had to describe it, where it felt like the play reached through the screen and grabs you.
It came about because I kept on describing that certain people's words felt like they were reaching through the screen and burning a hole in the back wall. That they felt like something was leaping out and becoming tangible here.
Yeah.
A lot of the dialogue, well, not a lot of it, some of the dialogue came from personal life experiences that I've had through my 40 years. I was like 40, 41. Wait a minute. Almost forgot for a second through my 40 years. I mean, you know, and I think most good pieces of art, whether it's on a canvas or whether it's through performance, it comes through life experiences.
Yeah.
It absolutely does.
The transparency.
Yep.
You almost have to make yourself vulnerable.
Yeah.
And honestly, watching some of the scenes, even though I wrote some of it, watching some of our cast put out there was like virtual therapy for me.
Yeah.
And we had one reviewer who said that they appreciated the commitment of the actors, the commitment. Because it's a lot of complex dialogue. It's a lot of, you know, taking chances with the scenes. You know, the scenes were very guttural. You know, it hits you in the gut. Very shocking moments that you didn't expect to happen. And I just was so glad that our cast just was committed to everything that we wanted them to do on page, what they created, and to keep it real, keep it realistic, you know, because it definitely will show from the audience if they feel that the actor or actress isn't feeling it, isn't, you know, a part of what they're saying and feeling, you know. So yeah, like I said, it goes back and forth. You know, you can have a great script, but if you don't have the right performers to put it to that next level, you just have a great script.
Right.
Yep. Hey guys, if you like what we just did, there's going to be plenty more coming up. Please like, comment, subscribe. Our Venmo is in the description. Please support us if you can. Our cats need the money.